Hi, my name is Paris Nicole, and this is the time I had an audition in the middle of Mexico.
Say what?
Okay, so I had my birthday coming up. This was actually last year. I had my birthday coming up, so I planned a trip to Tulum, Mexico. Now, I gave my agent the dates for the vacation, but he just believes in me so much. I'm grateful for him. But he be sending me auditions like back to back to back, knowing I was going to be gone. Well, I did this audition, and because I know I was going on vacation, I saw that the callbacks were during the time I would be gone, but as an actress, I like to just do my audition, let it go, forget about it, move on to the next, and not even think twice because, you know, we get let down every dang day.
She said, I ain't got time to be stressing over this.
Yeah, they're not going to be stressed. So, do the audition, get ready for my... I didn't hear anything by the time I had to fly out to Mexico, so I was like, probably didn't get a call back. Couple days into the trip, I get an email from my agent like, boom, you have a Zoom call back tomorrow at this time. Mind you, I was staying at a hotel for the first couple days, and then the rest of my trip, I was going to be at this beautiful Airbnb with the rest of my friends.
A quick question. When you did the first audition, were you confident, or did you just do it and not, you like, oh, they probably not going to... Because, you know, sometimes it's like that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So when I did the first audition, I was like, first of all, it was on Zoom. And when you do it on Zoom, the directors and the producers, they'll have their screen blank. So you can't see their reactions to anything. I did it one way, then they asked me to do it again another way. And I didn't hear no laughs, no nothing. So I was just like, all right, well, I did my best. I guess I'm on to the next. And let me worry about this Mexico trip. So... I really didn't think I was going to hear back. Of course, after I get there, I get the email that I have a callback for the following day. Mind you, when you do callbacks, you're supposed to wear the same outfit you wore for the original audition so that they remember what you look like. And they liked you exactly how you were, so you want to look that way. I didn't bring my dang outfit because I didn't think I was going to have a callback. It was like, so I'm already freaking out about that. Luckily, my best friend was flying in the next day. And I was like, Ari, do you have a blazer or something? Because it's a scene where I'm in an office. I'm a coworker. I'm like, do you have a blazer you can bring? She's like, all I got is this. I'm like, perfect. Yeah, I have an audition tomorrow. She's like, girl, I got you. I'm going to set up my Wi-Fi. I've got Zoom on my iPad. We're going to do this. Because I didn't bring my laptop either. Like, when I'm on vacation, I'm not bringing my laptop. Especially in Mexico, I don't want to get stolen. I don't know. And I was like, I don't need it. I already told my agent I'm blocked off for those days. But I'm not turning down no damn callback. So I was like, look, I got to figure this out. My best friend Poofy was with me already. She keep me calm. She was like, don't worry, Paris, you got it. We're going to get to the Airbnb on time. Because also, mind you, we had to pack all our stuff from our hotel to get to an Airbnb that was like an hour or two away.
And the callback was due that day.
The callback was the next day.
Oh,
so I was on phone with FaceTime with my best friend, like, can you bring me a blazer? She's like, I got you. I got Zoom on my iPad. We're going to do this. And Poofy's like, yeah, Paris, we got it. You got enough time. She's a very zen friend. She was like, don't worry. It's all going to work out. We're going to get to the Airbnb on time. On the way to the Airbnb,
let me know.
I get an email earlier that day that they moved the call time for the audition, for the callback to earlier. And I was stressed with a K, like extra stressed. And because I'm a Virgo, I like to be on time. I like to be punctual. I like to even show up early, be prepared mentally. I also didn't know what the Airbnb was going to be like, what room I was in. So I knew I needed time to find a room and a wall or something. And just, we drive to the wrong Airbnb. Like, I'm not driving. The friends are driving, and I'm really stressed at this point. I'm like, you guys, I have this callback. All right, like, we need to get to this Airbnb.
Can't even enjoy the trip.
I am pissed. And then, at some point I was just like, you know what? I need to find a blank wall. Let's just pull. Can you guys mind if I just pull over? We pull over. I'm going to walk and find a wall and get off the car. My best friend, mind you, they just landed, so they hadn't even unpacked or anything. She unzips her suitcase, gives me the blazer. I change. She then uses her hotspot on her phone to put it on her iPad because she's like, I got you. We still gonna get this in. I'm walking down the street trying to find a wall, and I'm like, God, why would you make me do this? Like, why would you make all this stalling and everything? So like, I was just stressed and pissed at God. Mm-hmm. And don't be that way. God be putting us through stuff for a reason because we can handle it. But in that moment, I was not thinking that way. Even my best friend Poofy was trying to keep me calm. She was like, don't worry, Paris, it's good. I'm like, Poofy, I know you're trying to help me right now, but I just can't. I don't want to hear it. Like,
I know
that's
your name Paris, but you didn't have to give God all that French.
Right. So I just thugged it out, found the blankest wall I could find, set up shop.
Was it white or off-white?
It was an off-white something. And at this point, we finally set up. The Wi-Fi's taking forever to get set up, and I'm just stressed. They have me in a waiting room. There's motorcycles. There's ice cream trucks. There's all kinds of people, just lawnmowers going off. And I'm like, God, please make them shut up by the time that they answer this call. So they answer the call, and then on top of that, she tells me that they added lines. Oh. And I didn't have service to pull up the script. Oh. And I was like, what's the line? Oh, yeah, what's the line? Okay, and I said it like twice so I can be like, oh, yeah, I got it. And when you're on Zoom and audition, you have everybody in a waiting room, and then like the person running it will explain like what we're going to have to do to the group, and then they'll send us into a, what is it called?
Like the main room, like
a breakout room with just the producers and the directors. So in the main room, it was so funny because I remember a moment she's explaining everything. They're like, oh, in the original audition they want it like this, but now they want it like this, and then make sure you say this other line. Everyone's in LA, right? And I was like, because this is also like, this was last year and still COVID stuff was going on, and I didn't.
Mommy, hey, mira.
Right. The ice cream trucks. I had my thing on mute, during that when she was giving us the rundown, because I'm telling you, every motorcyclist wanted to drive by that day, and it was so annoying. But yeah, I just shook my head. Yes, like yeah, I've been like. She was like, okay, great, everybody, all right, so we're gonna send you in. They were like, oh, Paris, your service is a little off. We're making everybody go in with a partner. They were pairing the two people in the scene and having the directors look at them like that. They're like, since yours is kind of off, we're gonna have you go in by yourself, and we'll just have a reader do it with you. And I was like, okay. I was like, all right, everything's going wrong, but here we are. I finally get called in, and in the middle of me doing the scene, my screen goes blank. It shut down. Shut down. And my gut is just like, oh, and my girl's like, Poofy was on the side, like, recording me behind the scenes, and then my girl Ari was holding the iPad like this. You guys ready for the good swap? I brought a volunteers from the pandemic. And I'm just playing it cool, like I'm not in the middle of a random street in Tulum, Mexico. Like, this was outrageous. And by the grace of God, like, we were able to receive service again. I logged back in. They were like, I was like, I'm so sorry, you guys. I was like on the way somewhere, and she was like, they were like, it's okay. We actually moved, since we moved your call time earlier, we expect, something. So don't worry about it. And I was like, okay, thank you. Do the audition. I killed it. I did my thing. I felt really good about it. I gave them what they needed. I gave them what they didn't know they needed. I did my little ad-libs. I kept it different each take. They had me do it twice. I was feeling good. And then I also didn't realize what the brand was until the callback. because I just saw the name and I just do the auditions, whatever. The name of the product wasn't in the actual audition, so I wasn't thinking about it. And then when I realized I used the product already, I was like, oh, I got back in that car and I was like, y'all, this is mine. This is mine. Did we really just do an audition in the middle of Mexico? Like, people stopped driving by. It would just all worked out. And then that same day, my agent hit me, said they put you on a veil. And I was like, oh, you guys, I got the audition. Because I always feel like when you get in a veil, you got it.
Oh, yes, like what a veil is.
Oh, a veil. Getting put on a veil means the casting is asking, are you available for the dates needed of the shoot? And we just say a veil for short. And you just always say yes. Yeah. Even if I was in Mexico, that I would fly out that next day if I had to.
And
but
the thing about veils that suck is they can have you on a veil, and then you'll be like, oh, what happened to that commercial? But oh, they didn't use you. They used the other person.
Exactly.
Like,
so I've learned the hard way. Do not get your hopes up when you're on a veil, because I've been released from a veil enough times to be jaded by it. So, but this one, I just felt really good about it. I was like, look, I just did an audition in the streets. I'm gonna get it. It all works out. And then a few days later, I booked it. And it was my first national commercial with lines. It was like the 4-page, 5-page script for a commercial.
It's the holidays again, and it's the first official holiday get-together.
Y'all ready for the gift swap? I brought a vial of my tears from the pandemic.
I don't think she was supposed to tell us that. Also, gross.
And I was like, thank you, God. I know I was a little mad that day. But I see why. Okay?
Mexico, I don't know if you would have got it.
Right.
You had to go through some things.
They always say, too, if you want to book a job, book a trip, and then you'll probably get called back to go to work. So that is one of my favorite audition stories ever. And I feel like it's going to hold a special place in my heart as my first national commercial and the most stressful audition I've ever had in my life.
Okay. Well, I got 2 questions.
Okay.
One, what's your IG? Because they all going to ask me, and they're going to be bugging me. So just let them know your IG.
Are they?
Yeah, they're going to be.
I hope so.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, my Instagram is @theparis_Nicole. PARIS_NICOLE. Yeah.
Second question. Now, as soon as you was done, all the stress is gone. How did y'all turn up?
Shoot, we definitely went out. Tulum is dope. If you haven't been to Tulum, Mexico, all the restaurants are like clubs. So they have live music at every restaurant, and then they have the DJ, and they you turn up in Tulum, okay? Yeah. We celebrate it.
And then when you got the call that you got it, how did y'all turn up? Because I know that's a whole nother celebration.
Shoot, I don't even remember, because, then right after that, I booked National Sprite commercial, and the dates conflicted. That's a whole other testimony, but I was able to do both. Look, God be goddin' for me.
Bless you.
I got 2
Yes.
questions.
Okay.
Number 1, on a scale of one to real sweaty, how sweaty were your pits in Mexico? I know you was nervous.
Yeah, them sweats were, the pits were sweating. Okay, because I had on a blazer. It was hot.
Oh, yeah.
And I was stressed. Oh, no.
And
I'm grateful I don't, sweat that much on my face. But under that thing, I was like, they get your eagle on, but with the arms.
Number 2, I think all that stress turned your baby hair as adult.
Duh. All right, we out of
I'm done.
here. All right, y'all. All right, what comes in the box once you get it? All your retainers. I got 15 of them, so it's going to take me 15 weeks to straighten my teeth. And I only got the top teeth because I need a bottom tooth extracted. But what's cool about Bite, they work with me, so they'll still help me with my top teeth until I get my bottom teeth situated. So I got 15 retainers all in this box. Also, got some accessories. I got what you put your retainers in, carry around when you take them out to eat, or if you out or whatnot at a restaurant, you on a date, put it in there. And I got some whitening foam to use, whiten my teeth. Also, You got the hyper bite, which is really cool, which cuts your time in half. If you use it every day, I think it's just for 5 minutes a day, it'll cut your treatment time in half. It's the only technology that Byte has. It's a technology that only Byte has, which is really cool, which separates them from all the other competition. So I'm excited to use that. And yeah, so today is the day. I'm gonna open this one, see what it looks like. Boom. But I still get the bottom with it, but it's probably just gonna keep it in place where it's at, which is cool. But this is my first tray for the first week of straightening my top teeth. So comes with instructions. Comes with a little sticker that says the wait is over. It is time to bite. I know you can't see it. If it focus, I don't know. This is cool. Let me pop it in. And it fits. Fits perfectly, actually. Yep. And it's comfortable too. But I gotta take it out before I eat or drink anything that's not water. So that's cool. Let me put this in the tray. So if y'all want to start on this journey, just use my code BYTEDT.
This is the story of when I first jumped someone in 5th grade. Jump.